right?
Right.
We ain't hiding nothing. So we gonna lay it out on the table.
Yeah, we're gonna lay it all out on the table.
You sure you wanna do that?
We're gonna do it.
What's up, YouTube? It's Jazz here.
In time.
We ain't been here with a video in almost 3 years. Literally.
Yeah, almost 3 years.
So let's talk about it.
It'll be 3 years, right?
Let's address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
It's been almost 3 years. Let's get to it. So y'all, the last time y'all saw us here on YouTube was literally July of 2022. And a lot has transpired within these years. Okay, Jazz, what happened? Where y'all been? You know, why y'all quit YouTube? Tell us the tea, what happened? So, last time we had the video, we talked to you guys about starting our business ventures and moving into our first rental home and, oh my God, me starting my dream job. I mean, we were really on our high horse at this time, y'all. We really was.
We thought we was.
We had just got engaged. I mean, things were just really, it felt so right. So, we're going to start the topic off by talking about moving into the first rental home. Like I said, everything happened super, super fast. Ty starts his business ventures. Go ahead and give him a little breakdown of that.
So, we get into the first rental home. We happy. Everything going good. I'm thinking like, you know, scared money don't make no money. I'm ready to go buy me a truck.
Yeah.
You know.
Do your big one.
Yeah, I go buy a doozy.
Big one, baby.
It only got like 73,000 miles on it, so I'm thinking like this gotta be a good truck. You know, get the truck, we go pick it up. Jazz following behind me. The truck starts smoking under the hood. We
the first day.
What's going on? We ain't even get it to the house. Long story short, yeah. I get the truck. I'm trying to do my hot shots. Man, the truck constantly in the shop. I can't make no money with the truck. I make a little money, and Jazz helped me out at the time. You know, I done helped her. I done took care of her all these years. She finally showing me she down with me. Well, you already
I'm able to support financially.
She helped me out. She giving me a little money for diesel.
Cushion.
Sometimes I'm tripling it. Sometimes I'm quadrupling it. Then some weeks, I ain't making nothing. I tell the people, man, come get the truck. I tried to get the truck back to the dealership. They wouldn't take it. I called a financial company. They tell me they can't. I even called General Motors, and they tell me nothing. They make a case number, but nothing.
So you basically have a limit.
I got a limit. Yeah. I'm not making no money. Nothing. 6 months out the year, the truck was in the shop.
God, things got real, y'all. Like he was saying, money went down the drain. We were doing so much to support each other at this time. I left that horror job that I thought was my dream job. We actually ended up moving back with one of our parents, that being my mother-in-law, that being Tashawn's mom. And at the time, y'all, it's not something we were happy about. A lot of people our age probably would have thought that there was like a great opportunity, seize the moment, go back home, whatever, do y'all big one. We were not happy. We were not excited about this. Y'all gotta think about it.
We haven't been back home.
We ain't been home in forever. We're used to doing what we want. We used to having our own space, going as we go, do what we do. This was really hard, y'all. And the conversation was not easy either. Bringing this up to our parents to let them know, like, we need help. Like, the business venture is not what we thought it was going. It's going downhill.
I had ran out of money.
Right. So Ty basically didn't have any more income to support, and I could not support anymore as far as the truck or the bills on my own. And my dream corporate job that I had landed right before we literally left this home, it just didn't come in time. Ty ended up letting the truck go. We moved in and we went back home for a year. And we said, you know what, forget it. You know, we hit rock bottom, but that's fine, right? We're still young, we have time. We're gonna stack up our money for a year and just stay put. Right. That was the longest year of my life, okay?
I mean, to me, it went by kind of fast because I went in like
your mentality was good about it.
Well, I never had been that low. So to me, once I had finally got a job, I'm you know, getting back on my stuff. I feel like I had just got
you got a good
back,
job.
You know?
He literally landed a great job as soon as we went back to his mom. It just didn't come in time, like I said, and it wouldn't have been enough to justify the truck and the home.
We was like 3 months out.
It was just a little bit short time, but that's fine. Everything happened for a reason. We needed to go back home, right? It was a humbling experience, but I think it definitely opened up our eyes to be a little bit more financially set in the future, right?
Financially smart.
Yeah, so we just need to make better decisions. But so we went back home and it was hard. Like he said, I mean, Ty's mentality was so good about it. Me, on the other hand, I just thought I was gonna lose my goddamn mind. And I'll be transparent, I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I just feel like I can deal with stuff knowing that
you know the
it's
outcome.
gonna be a good outcome.
Right. It's hard for, I think, women to let me speak to myself. It was hard for me to remember those outcomes. Like, this is why you're doing this. This is why you're doing this. Stay the course. Stay the course. It was very hard to stay the course, but we did it. Thailand did a great job. I'm at my job. Things are even looking better for me. I mean, we're on a high horse at this point. Like, I'm getting photo shoots with the company and doing all these like cute little brand things and being mentored by vice president. Things were really going good, right, after we left the home. So we thought, okay, that's fine. We're going to stay here for a year and do what we do. So that's the first reason why, you guys can see us. Right. We didn't want to film content and we weren't in our own space. We just wasn't in a place where we was ready to share that. That was a vulnerable moment for us. And
not even sure we could do it there.
Yeah. For privacy reasons, which I respect that. I do. Because I wouldn't want nobody filming in my house or filming around there on the out. I get that. So for privacy reasons, we respected that. So that's one of the reasons why, of course, you guys didn't see us.
By this time, we both working. We both got great jobs at this time. I'm back to doing the things that I could do, and that's giving my family what they want. Jazz pick out a lovely home for rent again. We go get that. We spent about $6,000. I spent about $6,000.
Okay.
We got the kids in track now. Yeah. We got a hectic schedule. We both working.
You're assistant coach.
I'm an assistant coach. Saturdays are like all gone. The whole Saturday we at the track.
11 hours.
All day.
11 hours.
So we getting accustomed to a whole new life.
Yeah.
And we enjoying ourselves being private.
Yes. Right? Yeah. So at this point we're like, oh my God, this is what it's all about. Forget social media, forget content, forget YouTube. We're making good money. We live in a beautiful home. Our kids are at extracurricular activities. I'm on a leadership board. I'm getting photo shoots, private life, happy life, right? That's where we were at. I even used to post that. I mean, y'all may recall, some of you, if you real true supporters, you may recall me posting on Instagram. I'm like, private life, best life.
She loved this job so much, she came home and told me about it every day.
Every day.
And I'm happy for her about that.
So like Ty was saying, hectic, crazy schedules, y'all. I'm talking about just going not 100 miles per hour, 200 miles per hour.
Yeah.
We didn't have time to breathe, but we've been very proactive and very productive. The kids as well. Like, we're really doing amazing at this time. But
yes, we got some more stuff coming. I'm gonna let Baby talk to y'all about that because this is her journey.
So as we were on our high horse, life took a turn. And if you ask me, I think it took a very quick turn, very, very fast. Right. So we moved into our house in 2023. I think that was the summer of 2023. And things were going great. And by the summer of 2024, July, late July, early August, me and Tashawn was in a bathroom. I had just got done doing my makeup. We was probably finna go somewhere out to eat with the children. I don't recall, but I remember taking a photo. And I had noticed, like, over a few months that my armpit was a little fat. But there's no pain or anything like that, so I never thought anything of it. But I recall asking Tashawn one day, babe, is my armpit like, is it fat? Like, he's like, oh, that's probably like a lymph node.
I'm thinking it's from the deodorant.
Right, he's like, that's fine. Like, my armpit has done that several times. Don't worry about it. So I literally didn't worry about it. But what really got my attention around this time was the fact that my breasts were giving me issues. I was having a lot of pain. And it was literally about 6 or 7 months. And some of y'all are probably like, damn, 6, 7 months, that's a long time. Why didn't you think or say anything ahead of time? Because the pain would go on and off. Right? But a few months, like those last 2 months before I set my actual appointment to be seen, the pain was, I couldn't ignore it anymore. Right. My breasts were so tender, y'all, that I'm damn near thinking we were pregnant. That's the only time we're going through something like that. And he know, if they get tender, I'm pregnant. So I'm like, okay, but we knew that I could not have been pregnant. So I ended up setting me an annual woman's appointment for my birthday, and I set that pretty early, so I set it a month early in August, and I said, you know what, since I'm going in, I need to let them know that I'm having this breast pain. So of course they make me do the pregnancy test, and then they take me to the room. My OB's touching, doing her exam, her quick exam of the breast, and she's like, Jazz, I don't feel any lumps. Everything seems positive. Everything looks good. However, since you're having this pain, we're gonna send you off for a breast ultrasound. I said, okay, great. So my breast ultrasound was scheduled for September 4th. And I went in a little nervous, but, positive because the breast pain, once again, started going away. It's amazing how God works. But I go in for the breast ultrasound September 4th. And they're doing the ultrasound, check, everything looks good. They're like, yeah, no lumps, nothing, no suspicions. You're good to go. And I'm like, well, hold that thought. I found the lump. They was like, we don't see a lump. We don't feel a lump, we don't see a lump. I said, no, not in my breast. It's underneath my arm, my left arm.
She had to direct them to it.
They couldn't even find the lump by themselves. I had to literally sit up, position my body, and turn at an angle and grab the lump. Still no pain, grab the lump. They had to mark it off with a marker and lay me back down just to get to it. Yeah. They could not find it by themselves, by themselves. So once they found the lump, and they put the microscope right onto it, whatever they want to call the diagram. I might be saying the terminology wrong, but getting to the point, they go straight to the lump now that it's marked off. And I remember the text saying, oh geesh. She said, that is huge. That is huge. She said it twice. And I'm like, okay, I know that she's seen something similar to this if you respond like that. She said, give me a second, I want to go get the doctor. I knew right then and there that something was wrong, y'all. She go get the doctor comes in, she introduced herself. She tells me not to worry, however, they're suspicious about the size of this lump underneath my arm, this lymph node. So they said, this is a lymph node. So they confirmed that. And they was like, it's enlarged. They even showed me the comparison of a regular lymph node in my body compared to this one. And it was huge. And they started asking me all of these questions. Are you pregnant? No. Are you sure you're not pregnant? I'm positive I'm not pregnant. Okay, have you breastfed within the last 6 months? No. Do you have lupus? No, not that I'm aware of. Do you have any other health conditions that we need to know about? No, I'm normal. I said I'm healthy. I'm active. I still run, miles and all of that. I'm tracking my children. I am healthy. So they're like, okay, well, we need to perform a biopsy. They walk me through exactly what a biopsy is, because at this time, I don't know what a biopsy is. I'm just being honest. I mean,
we never been through nothing like that.
Never. And I don't know anybody else who has went through a biopsy. So no, I don't know. So they walk me through, why we're going to be going through the biopsy. We need to make sure that this tumor or this lymph node is not cancerous. And they try to make sure that I'm sane at this point. But I know that something is wrong. So they asked me to come back on September 19th. That's 2 days before my 28th birthday. I go back September 19th for the biopsy. Very painful, by the way. So they perform the biopsy and they let me know they're going to let me know the results within 2 to 3 weeks, depending on if they need to verify anything, right? So, okay, great. Those were the longest weeks of my life, y'all. Yeah. And in between that time, I'll be honest, I've done all the research you can think. And in my heart, I know Ty wanted to be positive.
Yeah, I'm just a positive person. I'm not thinking nothing bad. I'm like, baby, you just been a little tired. Maybe you just tired from all the stuff we've been doing, a big change in our life. I'm not thinking nothing bad,
Yeah, and I blamed a lot of my symptoms on being overwhelmed and having a hectic schedule, because for a year straight, I complained about being super tired. I used to say this, I'm serious, he can vouch. I'm so tired I can't push no more. I would say things like that in my chest, the pain in my chest, across my heart. I used to say things like, it feels like my heart is being squeezed. Yeah. That pain, I could not ignore it for the last year, so I don't know why I pushed those symptoms off, and they were literally in my face. I don't know why, but I didn't think the worst of it. I just thought that I had a busy schedule, hectic life, and that's why I was going through these things, but it wasn't that. Yeah. So October 2nd, I got the call that I was diagnosed with cancer, and it was a rare form of cancer, and that being nodular lymphocyte predominant Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Yeah, it's a long name.
Very, very long name.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't butcher it. That's how long it is. It's only 5% of people in this world that are diagnosed with this type of cancer. So there's not a lot of research. So not only was I diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, there's no research on it, I just remember them calling me and me literally running to the ladies' room so I could have some privacy away from my desk and them telling me this news. And I remember looking in the mirror as they were telling me that, oh, it's not breast cancer, but it's this cancer. And I'm just like, oh, I didn't even know how to feel, y'all. I ran out of my job so fast. I turned everything off, grabbed my stuff, and left, called Ty, and just said, baby, it's cancer, please come home. And I was just praying that it was a nightmare, Ty.
Yeah.
I was hoping that it was a bad dream, y'all. We took a nap that day. Ty just held me right after we made it home. And MD Anderson called me in a matter of 2 hours. They were on it. They were on it. They introduced themselves to me, let me know what department I was going to, took all of my information, scheduled my appointment. I mean, everything was so fast that I had to accept my reality. I wanted it to be a bad dream, but I had no other choice but accept it, y'all.
All I knew was accept it and fight. You know,
You were
I just tried to, and we eventually told the kids.
We waited, I waited 3 weeks.
Right.
Ty kept saying, baby, we need to tell them. But I waited 3 weeks to tell the children.
I knew they were strong enough to
handle
it. Tay understood right away. Jordan took a couple of weeks. When she understood it, when we noticed she understood it, she told us that she knew somebody else that had went through the same situation. So we like, oh, she understands.
She understands.
But they so positive and they so strong, and they think they never thought mama can't make it through this. They always knew mama's gonna beat this, and they always checked on her. We have a great support team right here in this house. Yeah, you know,
the strongest. I'm blessed. I mean, I'm not gonna take away the fact that it did hurt them. Yeah. In different ways, but they showed up so strong for me, right. And it's crazy because I had to show up so strong for them. They never saw the moments where I was really, really crying to myself or to Ty. We never let them see that, but we knew because their teachers would confirm that, you know, they did struggle the first few weeks after finding out that I was diagnosed with cancer, but they are so strong. Like, my little people are the strongest, and we definitely tried to make sure that they were positive about things. Yeah. So when we go to MD Anderson, we try to get MD Anderson merch for them. Our life changed drastically so fast, y'all. But I mean, we got through it. So I had about 6 weeks off of work. I started radiation treatment, and it was like an advanced targeted radiation treatment that they have now at MD Anderson. I don't really know the correct terminology for it, but they explained to me that it was very advanced and that they would literally be targeting those cancer cells and trying to avoid my organs and my heart as most as they could, right? And they did a great job. I always give the glory to God. He picked the right team there for me. He picked the right people. He had my family be strong for me to keep me in a positive mindset. Yeah.
We had to take off a lot of days of work. We're going up there constantly.
Oh my God. I had treatment for 3 consecutive weeks, 5 days a week, right. Monday through Friday, y'all. I would say my worst symptom from treatment was even being more fatigue, if that makes sense. Like, I was already tired, right? But we were used to me breaking down and being tired. But after treatment, I was just a little bit more tired. Right. So I was very depressed. I was very, at a point, feeling sorry for myself. But as time progressed and the more I started looking at other people's journey, it was scary. I'm not gonna lie, because hearing those words, you have cancer, that feels like a death sentence. Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. And for a long time, I didn't know how I was gonna live after treatment was done.
You just gotta live.
All I did was worry about if treatment was gonna be successful, but I was heavy in my faith, heavy in prayer. So I'm just constantly giving God the glory. Like, and I always make sure that I reiterate that to the children, that everybody's circumstances are not the same. So we need to make sure that we are thanking God that mommy is here and that my circumstances are not as bad as others. We don't take it for granted.
Don't take nothing for granted. Live your life to the fullest. Do everything you feel like you are on this earth to do, as long as it's positive. We're only pushing positive. So do everything that you feel like you are on this earth to do. Don't take nothing for granted.
So with that being said, babe, like you're saying, you need to live and be completely fulfilled in what you're doing. Live in your purpose. Right. That's it. We listen to podcasts a lot, especially me when I'm doing my makeup in the morning. And I realized something going through this journey. That really, not just me, I think it opened up both our eyes. We're not living in our full purpose.
Even the kids. They've been getting on us like, we gotta get back to YouTube. We gotta get back to YouTube.
When are we gonna start filming videos? So we say that to say this was an eye opener. I don't take it as if it was a punishment. I take it as an eye opener. Like, life is short. Live in your purpose. And we was not doing that. We wasn't. Like, we got happy about the jobs. And nothing wrong with that. We still love our job. We still there, right? But we're put here for a bigger reason.
We're those type of people that no matter how good we're doing at a job, we know that it's more for us. Especially when we have already done it before.
We want to live in our purpose. We love what we do now, but we know that God has bigger plans for us. And we have dropped the ball on that plan several times. We started YouTube in 2017. We have yet to be consistent for a good year.
Even though this is what makes us happy, and this is our joy.
Yeah, it makes
Sometimes you gotta go through stuff to, and I'm not saying that what happened with Jazz was one of the things that we needed to go through, but other things. Sometimes you have to go through stuff to bring you back to your joy and happiness. And I think we went through a lot of things that, kind of brought us back to that joy, happiness, and let us know what we are meant to do.
Because we know that someone out there can relate to what we went through. Like, in a matter of literally 3 years, we've been on a roller coaster, right? Business venture, downfall, moving back in with our parents for a year, getting back on our high horse, making the amount of money we want, landing, getting this beautiful home. All of these things happen. Getting diagnosed with cancer, beating cancer, being in remission, planning a wedding now, officially. We are officially planning our wedding. We are getting married next year, February 21st, 2026. All of these things, I mean, it's just life takes you through different journeys at different times. We are appreciative of it. I don't even want to say we're here to stay. I just want to put the proof to the pudding.
I'm going to say it.
Okay. I like that. You confident.
I'm confident because I know it ain't nothing out there. It ain't nothing out there right now that can make us stop.
I'm confident too. I just want to say, talk is cheap, so hold us to it.
It shouldn't be no reason to stop. We had every reason, and it didn't stop us. Through all of that, while Jazz was dealing with, he
don't even like saying it.
I don't like saying it, but we beat it. So
while
Jazz was dealing with her cancer, I have also been dealing with family problems with my father. There are situations, legal situations. I won't go into too much detail, but it takes a toll on me as well. My life, of course, like anyone else would if they love their parents or their father, their mother, anybody. I got some family members that's not here with me today that, I wish could be here with me, that's very close in my life. Dealing with all of that and being the support system and the backbone takes a toll. And it not just me, but on everybody, because you gotta understand that when you're going through stuff, your other half is going through it as well. No matter what it is, that energy is, throughout the house. It transfers, and I try my best to stay strong and not show any pain or hurt, or I have to stay strong because baby had the hardest battle. She had to stay strong. The kids got to stay strong. So for us to make it through all of the things that we have just went through, and we still here, I know there's something bigger for us.
So it's time for us. It's time for us to literally reap the benefits of all of our hard work, everything that we've been through. It's time. It's our time. Right. We're finally getting to the wedding. We're super excited about that. Everybody's excited. So stay tuned for the wedding series.
Stay tuned for the wedding. It's a lot of work, but we starting to get some of the benefits of it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm kind of happy.
It's fun.
I wanted the wedding. I just didn't know that it was this much work to go into the wedding. That's the part that people don't show you.
But we're going to show that. We ain't going to get too deep in that. We're going to save that for the wedding series. We hope that you guys are ready for the comeback. Make sure that if you're watching this video, leave a comment. Help us with the engagement and the algorithm, because with us being gone for so long, you know that it's going to be hard for us to get back on this platform and our content to be pushed. So if you're a true supporter, share this video. Share with anybody, whether it's a text, Instagram, whatever. Leave a comment, leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, If you're not still, we hope that y'all made it to the end of the video. And let us know what y'all want to see. Let us know what y'all want to see. And I'll be honest with y'all, this is how you know that we are really motivated. And really, I gotta thank Babe for making me sit down and film this for the second time.
Oh yeah, we missed the first one.
It's 11:10, y'all.
Yeah.
And we have a new camera, so not only are we rebranding our channel, so y'all want to see the intro on this, but we're gonna do all of that. So stay tuned. We got so much in store. But we have a new camera, meaning we accidentally recorded in slow-mo.
We recorded slow-mo, so if y'all wondering where the kids at, they in the bed.
And if y'all wondering why we seem a little tired,
this
that's
is the second time.
We're back. Until the next time.
Until next time, peace.
Alright, thank God.
Yeah, we had to do that.
I tell you, I'm hungry.
I'll make you plate.
You didn't make me a plate?
The plate. I don't make plates that early. I don't do that.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say you were just mad at me. That's why you made me a plate.
No, I never make plates that early. I make you plate. You gotta take that. I gotta take that. Let me hit it for 10 minutes.
I'm not cutting this out the video.
No. Babe, that video over with.
I'm not.
Bloopers.
I'm about to put this in the video.
No.
Nah.